The next blue chip NFTs are focused on storytelling. Value from interactive content and community engagement has never been more obvious. Storytelling enhances both. Don't miss this wave too. And I screenshot this because I've been saying this since like fucking August of last year. But it's true. The best projects right now are focusing on that. And the best projects that will exist in 10 years will be the ones that focused on it for the last 10 years. So it's a good point. And I think projects that do that are bullish. And that's why I'm bullish on my brand, because my brand is built on that and storytelling. That's something I focus on and talk about, especially like podcasts and stuff. And so I think it is really, really important. And that's a good thing. And I think the more we have of that kind of story, like what Bowie's doing right now, is better than some cash grab bullshit from Kevin Hart or from, what's his name? Floyd Mayweather.
And the other thing, Kate, I think I've mentioned it to you before, is that one in business can always pivot as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a brand, the Joyage, that you've looked after your community, which you have, and on top of that, you've got the name out there with different merch and whatever. And in 2-3 years, if you want to pivot, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if you want to pivot and make the Joyage, maybe a creative studio or a social media company, where whatever, you can once you've got that. Like when COVID hit here, Percal, my company, is corporate gifts, promotional products. When you go to a conference, a work conference, and they've got those bags that are branded and the lanyards that are branded and the notebooks and pens that they give you and the rulers and all that shit that they give you, that was our business.
Damn,
that was it.
That's dope, dude. That is cool to hear you say it like that, though.
Until COVID hit, and there were no conferences for 7 or 8 months. Nothing, gone. But we've got a database of 35,000 people that we send mailers out to. It's now 35,000 people. Okay, we've got relationships with customers and companies, and whatever, and we pivoted. Mm-hmm. We pivoted. We went straight into PPE. We did display, which is like gazebos and banners, because everyone, like the government, needed these stations to test people and roll out vaccines. And we pivoted overnight. And we were able to do really, really well during COVID. Yes, there was a break of a couple of weeks while we were busy changing and pivoting, and my staff were all at home and I was at home. It wasn't easy. But we sent mailers out to our database, and we sold more in PPE than we used to do in corporate gifts for those couple of months that had happened. And now we're back to corporate and promotional gifts. My point to you in light of what you were saying is 100% correct. Focus on looking after your customers in whatever you do. Be true to yourself. Don't skimp and don't give shit merch. And like you're doing, do everything properly and build people's trust. And you can do whatever you want with that brand, whatever you need to going forward.
I agree.
I think that's a really important lesson.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point there.
And then also you worries less about whether this is the right path or not, because as long as you're delivering value and being honest and true and building a community and building trust, you can change the focus of that.
Yeah,
it does. So you don't have to worry. That little 1% chance in your mind, is NFTs really the future, or 0.01% chance? Doesn't matter. Keep doing what you're doing, and if you need to change in a year, if everything goes to shit, you'll change.
Yeah, that's a great piece of advice. And I think I got lucky with the fact that the Joyage has like a noun version, which is the Joyager. And the Joyager is the one who surfs the waves and moves with the tides and does what they need to do to continue evolving. So it's perfect for branding for myself. And so I'm really excited because I don't know what the world will be like. I mean, I'm confident that digital communities will be a thing. And in that sense, the Joyage Kingdom is perfect because we'll have the Joyager. Everyone's a Joyager. Everyone's working hard, trying to do their thing. And whatever it ends up being that we go down trying to conquer, that'll just be what it is. And we just continue surfing. So I'm really excited. That was a good real life example, though, for you to bring up with the business. Yeah. That's really cool.
100%. All right.